Due to the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, our online broadcast of today's episode has been altered to meet the DMCA guidelines. Several elements that were featured in the school broadcast will not be included in the version you are about to see. Many of our music and visual elements have been removed. We hope you enjoy today's episode. Thanks for watching EVTV.
You're everywhere I go, can't get you off my skin. I'm stuck in this game, I know I just can't win. Boy, it's so good, I know, don't show much difference, but I just can't let go of this twisted romance. I never waste your love, 'cause I'll never get enough. I never waste your love, 'cause I'll You're everywhere I go, can't get you off my skin. I'm stuck in this.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Throwback Thursday, September 27th, 2018. I'm Trent, and today's top story highlights our theater department's opening night. The theater department is presenting William Gibson's The Miracle Worker. The show will run September 27th, 29th, and the 30th. The theater students have worked incredibly hard to bring the story of Helen Keller and Annie Sullivan to life on our stage here at Horn Lake.
We are down here in the theater department and we are talking to Mr.
Williamson.
Williamson, the theater teacher here at Horn Lake High School. Now, before we get into the special information that we're going to talk about, I would like to talk about Mr. Williamson for just a second. Introduce yourself and let the students know what college you went to.
I am Mr. Williamson. I went to the University of Southern Mississippi, and I studied acting.
Okay, now, outside of this building, you have a busy life doing acting of your own. Tell the students some of the plays you've been in just in the past few months, because it's a lot.
Yes, I was just recently in DeSoto Family Theater's production of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I played Mr. Tumnus, and then this summer I did a production of Beauty and the Beast, and I was Cogsworth.
Okay, now I saw another clip of you online doing, was it Mary Poppins?
Yes, that was 2 summers ago. I did Kudzu Playhouse's production of Mary Poppins in 2017. So yeah, I played Roberts and I played the houseboy, so it was a lot of fun.
Awesome. Now, we have a very important performance coming up right here at Horn Lake, and I'm not going to lie, it's kind of crept up on all of us because I even didn't know until this week, and it's coming up quick, so tell us about it.
It is William Gibson's The Miracle Worker, which is the story of Helen Keller and Annie Sullivan, and how Annie Sullivan came to teach Helen how to read and write and learn without having some skills that we all have normally, like speaking and seeing and hearing.
Okay, so it's going to be a very serious, dramatic play, I'm assuming?
Yes, there are some light moments in there, and there's some comedic moments, but mostly it is a very dramatic piece, which is exciting for the students. They've been working hard on it.
Right, and that's no easy task to pull off for high school students either. Tell us a little bit about some of the technical aspects. We're standing here on the stage, and I see what looks to be, is this supposedly several different scenes or one scene set?
So what I've decided to do was I wanted to do it in Helen's perspective, since she can't see or hear, or she doesn't know her depth perception. So it's very broken. The walls are very broken back here, and this is Annie's room where she teaches Helen. And then over here is the kitchen table, where we have the famous breakfast scene where it's literally for 10 minutes. Annie and Helen, they fight and they don't talk, and she gets her to finally fold her napkin at the end and eat from the fork, which is very was a big deal because they couldn't even get her to sit still. So that happens over here, and then actually I've been working over here. The garden house is on the floor, and then over here we have the water pump, and at the end when she pumps the water finally and spells water.
Okay, so wonderful. So most of the technical aspects will then obviously come from lighting, and the scenes will be lit as they're taking place in those separate locations. So without a lot of set changes, you're going to use your imagination and then just follow the actors around the different set pieces that are built up. So for any students who are not familiar with the story of Helen Keller, this would be a great opportunity to come and watch it right before their very eyes.
Yes, for sure. I enjoy it. The students have really fallen in love with it, especially just like you said, the different scenes that go on. I think people are going to be really amazed. The students do a really good job of internalizing that and physicalizing their different environments. When they're in the garden house, they have a different physicality, and versus when they're at the water pump and they're outside or they're inside. And like you said, we've done that with lighting and with music. I've added some music to the play, which is really exciting. So it'll help them move the story along. So
Killer. If they want to see it, what are the performances, dates, and times?
So we open on Thursday, September 27th, and it'll be at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. It's $5. And then we have a show on Saturday. We have 2 shows on Saturday, actually, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m., and then one on Sunday, 2 p.m.
All right, so the first performance is actually tonight, Thursday, and then you'll have several performance opportunities to catch the play this weekend. Any students who might be interested in drama, are you going to have a spring show that you're going to work on?
Yes, we are. We're doing the Miss Firecracker contest, which is a play that I did in college, actually. It's written by Beth Henley, who happens to be a Mississippi author. So it is a comic play, so it's a little bit more funnier. But those auditions are November 6th.
Awesome. And if you're not interested in acting and you just want to be a part of doing some of the behind the scenes, there's sound operators, light operators, and stagehands as well. So you should definitely come back here to the back of the building, back behind the gym, find Mr. Williamson and say, hey, I'd be interested in helping out. And thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Hope you see the show.
In other school news, our choral department is preparing for their biggest competition of the year this weekend. A few days ago, we caught up with Mr. Wortham to talk about their preparations.
All right, Horn Lake, we are down here in the choir suite, and I'm with
Kayshawn Wortham.
All right, and you are the assistant choir director, correct?
Yes, I am.
Now, we have a big weekend happening this Saturday. Tell the students what's going on.
All right, so this is the Ole Miss Choral Festival, and basically what this is there are a bunch of choirs from like Southern Tennessee, there's one from Alabama, and all around Mississippi that come to perform here. This is a really big competition. This is probably the biggest competition for most choirs that they go to. Some choirs, they don't have other things they get to go to, and this is the only thing they do all year. So this is a really big deal for everybody.
This is sort of like for all the apples, if you will. So we are defending a title, correct?
Well, this year we're not, because last year we got beat out by, who was it? Center Hill. Last year we got beat out by Center Hill, but this year we're coming for them. My girls, we're gonna do great. And also the ensemble, they're sounding really great, and they're gonna have some really good music coming up.
Okay, so which of our choirs will be performing this weekend, or competing this weekend, I should say?
So at the high school we have the main ensemble, and we have Belle Voix, which is my choir. And at the middle school, we also have the advanced/intermediate girls that I conduct as well.
Okay, and we have taken multiple awards from this competition in the past.
Yes. If you go out and look outside the gym, there's banners all over the place of what we've won. We got all the trophies. They're all in here. You can come look at them.
Okay, is the public allowed to come in and watch this competition?
Yes, it's free at the Gertrude Costello Ford Center on the Ole Miss campus, across the street from the music building, right at the front of the campus. It's free. Anyone can come in and watch.
All right, so there you have it. This weekend and this Saturday, we need everybody to come to Oxford, Mississippi.
Howdy toddy.
listening, all day long. King Jesus is a listening, all day long. King Jesus is a listening, all day long. To his song singer
King Jesus is a listening all day long. King Jesus is a listening all day long.
King Jesus is a listening,
All day long, all day long, all day long. To his song sinner pray. Song sinner
The Mid-South Fair is full throttle this week, and Eagle Vision is here to give you a few quick tips to help ensure you have a blast and stay safe. Make sure you wear comfortable shoes. The Midway is big and parking is a long way off, so be prepared to do a lot of walking. Also, keep in mind closed-toe shoes are the best options. There are tons of electrical cables laying around and it's easy to trip. Tennis shoes will protect your feet. Wash your hands frequently. There are animals, people, and lots of germs. Be sure to wash your hands frequently and definitely use hand sanitizer before you eat some of that killer food. Speaking of food, don't overdo it. It's easy to get caught up in the amazing smells of the Midway, but keep in mind, those foods are loaded with fats and sugars. Pick out one or two things to indulge in. Wear sunscreen. It's hot and there is very little shade at the Lander Center. Virtually everything is outside this year. Stay hydrated. It's easy and all the fun to forget to drink water, but drinking water will help you stay cool and keep your energy. Finally, establish a meeting place in case you get separated. In a world where communication is as easy as dialing a cell phone number, we sometimes forget to have a backup plan. Phones go dead, and service in such a crowded place can crawl to a halt. Have a location in advance for your party to meet up if you get separated. A tall landmark like the Ferris wheel is always a good option. Remember that weapons of any kind are not permitted. Everyone will go through a security check at the gate. Also, no outside food or drinks will be allowed. Ticket fees this year are $10 at the door.
It's now time for today's announcements. Pay attention, we're moving fast. Book Club will meet Wednesday, October 3rd. Don't forget your lunch pass. The Horn Lake cheerleaders have adopted St. Jude as their charity. This week we're having a change war during first block. The first block class that raises the most money will be rewarded with a pizza party. All funds raised will be donated directly to St. Jude. Today is quarters and tomorrow is dollar bills. Don't forget the first block class with the most donations will have a pizza party. If you are interested in joining the Marine Corps JROTC for the second semester of this school year, please speak with a JROTC cadet to get an application. Applications are also available in the Commons outside of the counseling office. The deadline of applications is tomorrow. Knowledge Bowl will have practice Friday after school. Mayor's Youth Council is holding a book drive for Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. They're asking if you have any gently used books for children ages 1 through 18 that you are willing to donate them. Please drop them off in the library to the drop-off box. That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
You're